Namaste, Arohan, NSS LSR. Thank you, Unnati. I must thank Jessica for this initiative and correspondence. I am sure this International Day of Peace, which United Nations celebrating on 21st September, is a day of remembrance, create awareness, generate concern, provide knowledge, maybe make people to become part of such movement all across the globe. And I'm happy Arohan, as usual, is active with bright, young, beautiful girls like all of you. And in your message it says, transformation in the lives of underprivileged children and create awareness about things that matter. What is lacking in most of the knowledge certification which we get from universities, colleges? We give awareness. Awareness is a usual word used for propagating things. It's not that people are not aware of many things, but they don't take it into their heart. Awareness is a brain accept. Oh, I know, that's it. But you don't act on that. So I wish people jump from awareness to little higher level of being practitioners. We are aware that environment should not be polluted. But next question is, what is to be done? How can we make it happen? What is my role in that? A self-education is good enough. That gives you awareness. Yeah, we need money to live. That's an awareness. But that doesn't give you money. When you build up a family, you need economy. Otherwise, you are not peaceful. Maybe when you depend on somebody else, getting education is good enough for you to be happy. Because you are engaged, your brain is engaged. You are learning a lot of things around the world. Most of the underprivileged children don't have that liberty. Or they are unaware of the whole purpose of education. If you look at 80 to 90% of people who are in developing country or developed country or underdeveloped country, doesn't matter, everywhere, they are ignorant. Awareness, opposite is ignorance. So essential for those people also to know life is not that simple as you think when you are in childhood. If you want to create your own stamp, have a dignity in life, people ask, why do people get educated? Is it for a job? That is what we propagate in this world. The other day I was talking about how to cope up with failure in some other forum. In childhood onwards, every parents keep telling us, don't fail, don't fail, don't fail, don't fail. But in real life, always we have failures. We cannot be the winner all the time. So how to cope up with failure is not what is practiced in life. Though we know if you fail, this is what will happen. If you pass, this is what will happen. But everybody cannot. So as a family, as a society, as a nation, as a world, the awareness what we have about life, I keep saying life is live in full enjoyment. Enjoyment is there only when peace is there. I think it's Mother Teresa who told a better definition for peace. Peace starts with a smile. If you can smile, that means you are in peace. You are not smiling, that means there is some worry inside. It is not the cosmopolitan style of smiling like actors do in the drama, but inner mind it's actually boiling. No, that's not correct. If somebody is talking about peace, that means there is no peace. When we are concerned only, we will start talking. I don't think in Satya Yuga, in the Yuga of Bharatavarsha, we keep saying we are in Kali Yuga now. Before that we had Dwapara Yuga. Before that we have Treta Yuga. Before that we have Satya Yuga. In Satya Yuga there was no problems at all. How do you know? Because there is no teaching at all. People are with nature. They mixed well with ecology. We only talk about anthropology, not andragogy. I don't know whether you know andragogy. Andragogy is how do you get educated and transform yourself from your normal nature to the highest developed nature. That feeling is what gives you, oh, I am great. That feeling is required only when you have an ego that, oh, I am not that great. Then you strive for becoming higher and higher. Therefore, competition comes. Satya Yuga, it was not a problem at all. So everybody was in peace. But you look at Treta Yuga, what happened in Treta Yuga? Where Rama, Ravana fought. Rama was in one country and Ravana was in another country. And he don't even want to fight in his land. He would have invited, come here, let us fight. No. Ravana also did not fight here. He knows because this is a place where fight will not happen. Rama's place is such a place where war cannot happen. Therefore, he has to go to those places, Ravana's place. And Ravana had lot of power, position, everything. Rama was so virtuous he could have beaten him. But he wanted the help of monkeys because they are in between the Rajasic and the Sattvic. The active Rajasic people are required for winning the Rajasic people. But that was fighting between societies. Rama was in Ayodhya. Yuddham. No yuddham will happen. No fight happens. That means it was fully peaceful. Only some other country created problem here. But then when it came to Dwapara Yuga, Krishna's period, another maybe 16 lakhs of years passed. Dwapara Yuga came, the fight is between the family, inside the kingdom, between cousin brothers. So the peace is lost not between society to society. The peace is lost within relations. Now in Kali Yuga, what is the biggest conflict? It is within self. Not even within family. If peace is lost in this day, it is within self. So where is the cleaning required? Cleaning is not required for the underprivileged. No. You are aware of something, but you don't know how to make it happen. That's one conflict. So you are unhappy. You know you wanted to do something, but opportunities are not good enough. I don't know how many of you have seen, I see most of the movies the day of release. I don't know how many of you have seen Akshay Kumar's Bell Bottom. The Dubai king clearly mentions this is the land of peace. We will not kill anybody. Not even single life is to be lost. But then Akshay Kumar explains what is India's principle. We don't care killing people, those who create problems. And then establish peace. You know, that's a great Bharatiya message. And there is a big problem in the airport. That's like a turmoil. Lot of fuss. Lot of confusion. Whenever there is a violence comes with lot of problems. And the end of that becomes silence. Bhagavad Gita starts with the violent Arjuna in the first chapter. Vishada Yogam. Vishada means no silence. But then ending in 18th chapter with full of silence. Moksha Sannyasa Yoga. Moksha means happiness, permanent happiness, not temporary happiness. So maybe violence is good if it has to happen. Yes, it should happen. But for the purpose of keeping silence later. But what is happening today? Violence is being covered by silence. Nice smile, beautiful, but inside it is turmoil. Your buddhi and manas is fighting. You don't know what is to be done. Now today, Modi is in America, United States, Australia, Japan, India. The Great Wall of Quad is cornering China. We don't want the Indo-Pacific to be opened for those Chinese people, so we created the Great Wall. Is not China now. The Great Wall is with these countries. Prime Minister Modi is visiting US with the global diplomacy of connecting these four nations together. He is going to speak in United Nations headquarters in New York. It is most relevant because the France, Germany, Australia tie-ups with a lot of deals of business. Everything is in trouble. When Afghanistan has to be fought, the SARC is not accepted by what stand Afghanistan has taken in the recent past. But Pakistan is pressurizing the SARC to include today's Afghanistan leaders. But India is not happy. Most of the nations are not supporting except Pakistan. Maybe we can have a dialogue, but that is a silence. But what are you trying to do? You are covering the violence. Just today, I am seeing Jessica's post that Acharya, our volunteer Unnati, would be starting the session. Just before that, I know why she is posting, because just before that I posted a music program which is I am hosting on 25th Saturday. Why do you may think why DrTPS want me to be called as Acharya? Acharya is not the highest post, don't think that. When people call me sir, I say don't call me sir. Sir is a high post because UK has to approve it. The princess has to call somebody sir. Sir Mokshagundam Vishwesharaya. Right? Sir Isaac Newton. Sir C.V. Raman. Tagore denied calling sir because he said I want to be a law person, India person, not a British person. Mahatma Gandhi said I don't want. He did not agree because Britishers wanted to give sir to everybody. Every year, the great person. Every year we will approve one sir in India. Mahatma Gandhi said no. Yesterday I was telling one of my student Anusha that she keep monitoring what I am doing. So she know that I am today LSS. And as I know that I am in LSR today, immediately kept on posting lot of messages on not LSR, SSR. Who is SSR? Anybody here? Who is SSR? Tell me who is SSR. For LSR people, it should be known who is SSR.
Sriram College.
Yeah, Sriram. Once upon a time, your college was called Phulan Devi, right? It was 8 years before I took birth, your college started. And Sriram was a cloth merchant. I am just reading what she has sent me. This is my privilege because I am an Acharya. I get whatever is there, somebody provides me. Because somebody leads me. I am being led by people. I am sure if I don't say that, or somebody look at me saying that, oh, I am in LSR today. Definitely these details would not have been read by my student, right? Because it's not of great concern for somebody who is working in America to know who is Sriram. The cloth merchant, and lot of details were told. Then immediately I said, I am not talking about SSR, I am talking in LSR. How does it matter to me? If the discussion happened, I'll tell you. Then immediately the answer came, you always talk about 360-degree knowledge. How can you avoid this information? I said, always, ready, tell me more. Because you are talking about peace, you cannot avoid talking about Mahatma Gandhi, and non-violence is what Mahatma Gandhi. Oh, immediately it clicked me. The whole Bharatiya Sankalpa, I should not talk about what United Nations is doing, what Modi is doing. Let them do their job. I should talk about what individual people can make in their life to become more peaceful in life. Correct? Because that's the problem today. And who was such a person who had lot of violence in him, conflict between the manas and the buddhi in him? He was Mahatma Gandhi. So how do I connect? Sir Sriram. He was Sir Sriram. That's why SSR. Got it? So you are with the college who established by SSR. Sir Sriram. But when he was talking, Mahatma Gandhi was beside him. When he was the president of Indian Chamber of Commerce, FICCI, being one of the richest merchant, cloth merchant, industrialist, philanthropist, established a lot of institutions, and one of them is LSR. And the fourth president of that, when he was giving the presidential address, Mahatma Gandhi was beside him. So he was closely associated with someone who had the flag of peace, Mahatma Gandhi. And that Mahatma Gandhi only took the first step in Ashtanga Yoga. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. The first is non-violence. That is peace. So who was hosting the flag of peace? That was Mahatma Gandhi. So always you should only quote Mahatma Gandhi. Don't quote Einstein. Don't quote Buddha. Because we had with us one man who lived with the flesh and blood and walked on the street of places where we are living. About whom Einstein mentioned once, it will be hard for the next generation to believe such a person lived in this world. Because we can't believe a single person could stop violence. Non-violence was his flag. And that was only first step in the 8 steps. And if we can reach 8 steps, fantastic. We are in Samadhi. That Samadhi is peace, full of peace. Everything when we do, we have no tension at all. You have examination, let it come, yeah, I will write. Everyday reality problems can be faced in total silence. Moksha Sannyasa Yogam. That is what is peace. Not shutting inside the cave and then no. Not involving in the society and then becoming peaceful in your house. No. Get yourself wet outside, but not as drop of water will really make you wet. Only body may wet. Inside you don't feel that chill. Inside you don't feel that hot. You enjoy what you are. What you are. Show your own wisdom. I am sure that is not what is happening in today's politics. The politicians are show off. They have a mask. Every youth is learning personality development. What is personality? Mask. Personality literally means mask. How to create a mask is what is being taught in classrooms. Personality development programs. Very sad. I think if you want to have lot of peace in this world, peace cannot be sold as peace. I was talking to the World Parliament of Religions program, where the chair was in one of my programs. I was mentioning we do not require any more Red Cross. Let us have White Cross, where spiritual people will go into any other country and then establish peace there. Not through religious practices, not through cultural practices, not through political practices, but through education. Only education. But education cannot be just education, because every educational part we have extracurricular activities. Curriculum is education. Extracurricular. What is extracurricular? Arts, sports, music, all that. So when I am hosting on 25th Saturday 7:30 the music program, every week I will have 5 singers minimum, but I posted today 8 singers. Each one in my own village in the extreme corner of Kerala, in the small village where electricity came when I was doing my masters. From there you go another 18-20 kilometers in the top hill mountains. There are scheduled tribes living even today. That's the village where I am coming from. And one of the tribe used to come in my childhood to my house. His grandchild attended one of my program on Google Meet the other day. When I am talking about the history of my village is being discussed every week, in which that small girl came and sang a song. I want her to learn world music. That is the reason I started this. I want her to sing different languages, because she's a beautiful, gifted. I don't think she must have learned Sapasa, Sarigama Padanisa from anybody. But she has music inside. I've got beautiful people from Brazil. Every time she sings and then send messages to me. If I can connect both of them, we are connecting different cultures. That is what is uplifting. Uplifting is not giving food to them, bread to them, feeding them, giving clothes to them. Lift them up and show them the world around. Your visibility becomes greater and greater. I am sure your knowledge increases. That is what human beings have. Your mind and body is connected. You are physically not there. Still, I am not physically with you. But my words comes from my manas and reaches inside your heart, inside your manas. It's as good as I am with you. Otherwise, I am sure you will not call me quite often like this. So can we make that culture in all of us to get connected, talk to each other, understand? We have no role in the political piece. Let us not take about that. Let somebody else do that. But we have seen it is failing. The failure of political activities are seen every day. The island creation. You can see every political party inside also there are islands of powers. They just quit all the policies, all the principles, all the values, all the dharma, just to get something else. Let us not talk about that. Let us talk about the real utopian. I don't know how many of you have seen. There is a beautiful movie in Malayalam, the utopian stories. And it's a very, very beautiful depiction of what utopia is. I don't know how many of you know this. The Latin concept of 1500s, I don't exactly remember, where in a book it was mentioned, utopia. And that is in Greek, those times, Latin and Greek, Mesopotamia. All these are great nations which popularized across the globe. That's a happy, peaceful land. The conceptual land of full peace is called utopian land. That is why we keep talking, yeah, it's an utopian concept. That means you can never achieve it. That means what are we saying when we say it's an utopian concept? We can never achieve it. That means we can never achieve peace. Because that concept was a place where everything is peaceful. Can we create a utopia? If you're all with you, I'll tell you, we could do that. That is what an Acharya's job. Acharya's job is not blah blah lecture. Action. Yadyada jaradisrashta tatta devetalochana sayat pramanam gurute lokastadanuvartate. Where people will take what you are doing today as an example and speak about it. The utopian vision that will take us to that world, not from Kali Yuga. We can create small islands of highly philosophical world where we are only thinking about prosperity, thinking about making money, making fame, making inner peace so that we have no time to think about violence. People have to be fully into action. Otherwise, you will become distressed. One method to get out of distress is be stressed. Many people don't understand the psychology. Distress is when you fail. Stress is when you be in action. So what is the method of getting out of distress? Stress. When somebody comes with a problem, I will keep telling you are not busy. That is why you have a problem. Be 200% busy. You have no time to think about problems in this world. So let us have the culture of peace. The utopian culture of peace. Let us call it. I don't think you can Google. Nobody would have told this. Correct. So you should have that utopian culture of peace which is established from you as youth. Then I am sure United Nations will take this message. We can take it, we can talk, we can have international youth summits in which all of you can become ambassadors. So spreading awareness, education on peace. Change from spreading awareness to education on peace. Not directly, through lot of activities where the global conflict is forgotten by people and we only talk about, because once you switch on TV, conflicts comes. We are only seeing problems around. How can you smile when people talk about, assume you go to a place where somebody died, will you be able to smile? No. Everybody is crying, you will also cry. So you cannot keep peace when the world is not peaceful. So what is essential? You talk to your friends, talk to your enemies, and then create that feeling of equalness. You don't distinguish friends and enemies. If you don't talk about war, the peace is there. If you don't talk about peace, peace is there. So don't talk to enemies or friends about peace or war. Talk to them about something else which is higher. See, that's what we do to young children when they cry. We don't talk to them, don't cry, don't cry. Then they will keep crying. You don't tell young children, keep quiet. Then they will start shouting because you are shouting at them. Got it? So peace begins with a smile. Keep smiling. Everybody is beautiful. But we lost that smile because We are always seeing the bad mood, bad mood. No problem, no problem. That should be the message. It's this side or that side. Where do you want to see? That's why Mahatma Gandhi said, there is no path for peace. Path itself has to be peace. What a great message. There is no path for peace. The path itself is peace. There is no path for happiness. The path itself has to be happiness. If you are not happy while as a student, you are not happy as a job employee. You are not happy as a family. Until death, you will keep on thinking, what life is this? I was much happier as a student. But as a student, you will keep thinking, oh, I was much happier as a small boy, a small girl. No, nothing. Now, present, today, now I am happy. So I think we should stop talking those people. When you take a quotation, you must be very careful. Obtain peace is not there. That's what Dalai Lama said. As per Mahatma Gandhi, there is nothing to obtain. You are inside that. But Dalai Lama told a beautiful thing. Unless you attain peace inside you, your path cannot be in peace. That's what Dalai Lama said. But that is not Dalai Lama's words. Purne manasi sampurnam jagat sarvam sudhadravaihi upana gutapadasya nanu charmastrutaiva bubuhu. That is what Ramayana says. Whether Dalai Lama is older or Ramayana is older. The Ramayana says, wherever you go, you want to see happiness. Take happiness inside your heart, manas, so that wherever you go, you will see that. You start becoming a messenger of sadness. Wherever you go, you will see sadness only. So first clean the manas. That's what Ramayana says. Because the first psychotherapist was Vasishta. The first psychological book was Yoga Vasishta. And who treated Rama? And to create that world Ayodhya, without Yuddham. No fight, no war. That is what we need. I can go on and on. I know. I don't like to. I wanted only question answer, but Jessica asked me to speak, and then yesterday I had a discussion, and today Modi is there. So I thought I should speak something. Right. Otherwise my thoughts will not be vomited out. This is what I do. Yeah, good enough. I think it's good enough. Happy. Anusha is happy. Unnati is happy. When the message came from Jessica, I was thinking, what is this Unnati? Is it another program or what? Because Unnati is only in one place. There is a big Maidan. You know what is that Maidan? For exhibition happens in Delhi. What Maidan is that? Maidan is what? You unmute, Amma. Maidan. You have a big Maidan in where exhibition happens in Delhi.
I know about Pragati.
Pragati Maidan. Another word for Pragati is Unnati. Pragati is physical, Unnati is internal. Aunnatyam. Aunnatyam is the status, feeling inside you. So I was thinking, did I have to speak on peace or Unnati today? Yeah, good. So that is where I immediately, Unnati is where I have to connect today to peace.
Thank you, Acharya. I started liking my name from today onwards. So yeah, thank you for
Beautiful
your
name.
insightfulness.
It's a beautiful name. My name is Shashi. So I only reflect. I keep seeing who are all there. 3 people are there who are attending my program. All the other 71 are useless fellows. Junk, dull, non-beautiful, non-smiling, non-peaceful fellows. The 3 are good enough. 1 is good enough for me.
Thank you so much, Acharya. So I have a question that if religion is the way to peace, why are there so many inter and intra-religion conflicts?
What is the first sentence you said?
If religion is the way to peace.
Traditionally, religion means uniting. Got it? But understand, Bharata did not have religion at all. Hinduism is not a religion. It is Sanatana. What is Sanatana? Nitya Nutana, the ultra modern, the latest of the latest. That concept added with Chirapuratana, the most traditional ancient wisdom, add and use it in the most advanced style. That was India's, or any human being is supposed to have that sort of a life. Most of the other religions, people will have some doctrine, some books, some principles which were written, some foolish fellow some point of time in their life and started propagating, which has no relevance today. So therefore, such religions are creating problems. So religion is actually joining together, uniting together people. But then when somebody takes some words which are illogical, some concepts which are illogical, what will happen? They will say, well, see, you understand, Bharatiya Shastram always wanted people to get converted. I am not talking about Hindu. Do you know who wrote Ramayana? Who wrote Ramayana? Some answer here.
Valmiki.
Valmiki. What was his traditional profession?
He was a teacher.
He was a hunter.
Okay.
From hunter, he became a writer. Is it not Unnati? Is it not progress? And every god who had a role in that drama which is written as Ramayana, they all surrendered to Valmiki because he is considered as the greatest Acharya during that time. Now come to Dwapara Yuga. Who was Krishna? Who was Krishna?
He was Bala.
Anusha wanted to say something. Tell.
Gwala. He was a Gwala.
He was Lalu Prasad Yadav's great grandfather. Cow feeding was his job. And what he became? He became God. Is it not a conversion? From lower status to go to upper status is conversion. That was permitted in India. We had Kshatriya, Parashurama from my land, Kerala. The Kshatriya becomes a Acharya with a lot of knowledge. He became Brahmana. But today what is religion? You come and invade a country and establish kingdom in every place. Make the capital of your country your state and call it Hyderabad. Once upon a time it was Bhagyanagara. All places ending with Bad, Abad. Do you know the meaning of Abad? Made by. Sekandarabad, made by Sekandar. Hyderabad, made by Hyder. Muzafarabad, made by Muzafar. That is what the religious concept. Invading somebody's land, and I am sure they did not come with girls. They did not come with their wives. They did not come with their mother. So marrying Indian women and converting them into their religion. Some other religion came from some other country and they established nursing homes and colleges and schools, and they had their own vehicle running, and they will say, you pray my God, otherwise the vehicle will have accident. I am sure young children immediately will pray whomever they want, right? You keep food in front of you and then say that you pray this God, then food will be provided. Any starving fellow will call anybody's name. That is not religion. Religion is lifting you from lower status to higher status. That will happen only when you mix the old tradition and the new tradition together and put them. Have you ever seen the church bar? Go and search church bar. Many churches in Western country is converted into bar and dance parlors. I also conducted Bhagavad Gita class in church. Anybody can conduct any program there because their hall will be given for rent. Birthday party also can be there because the prayer hall will be gifted to people and then you pay the money. I have also attended birthday parties in America in churches. It's a place of gathering for giving messages which was written by somebody some point of time, which was never revised. Bharatiya Shastram is not that. In Kerala we have some ritual which is not there in other part of the country at all. Localized improvisation is provided so that you can make a localized union, uniting people. Union is uniting people and totally democratic. You want education, go to education minister. Saraswati is the minister. You want research, her husband is another minister, Brahma. You want money, go to Lakshmi. You want a job, go to Vishnu. You want peace, sleep, go to Shiva. You want strength, go to his wife, Parvati. No autocracy. Like a full democratic system of belief. Everybody has got taste. You can choose what you want. So religion is not stopping your freedom, giving you freedom. Got it? Religion is एकता स्वतंत्रता समानता रहे, विश्व में चरित्र की अमानता रहे, समानता रहे. If that is not there, it becomes fighting. So today's religion is not for that purpose of religion. Religion is not there. Everybody wanted to start their own. Every messenger wanted to start their own. That's a problem. So religion was good concept wise, but implementation wise it is lost. Okay.
Thank you, Acharya. That was really commendable. Now we can take up the questions from the audience. So, Shubhra, you can ask your question. Hello, sir. So I have a question. So whether peace be attained with war, like now we see in the today's world?
Why not? What is life? Life is itself is full of hope. If you don't have hope, no life. One. If you think that all that peace cannot come, why are we discussing today? Only human being, definition itself is being human. Social being by definition is being social. But implementation, where does it happen? How does it happen? It should happen between small societies. If we can create some small societies like that, I'm sure the world will take that as an example. The other day I was telling somebody, not other day, today morning somebody was talking to me from the United Nations NGO. Representative was talking. I was telling, there are great rishis and swamijis and lot of great people. They call themselves great. Take a chartered flight and then put everybody into Afghanistan. Let us see what do they do there. Let them, if there is a problem, what is to be done? Such people who are messengers of peace should be going to that place for making it happen. But that is a political decision which is to be taken. So I want people who have got that great spiritual concept into mind become politically active, become administratively active, become judicially active in the 3 pillars and the 4th pillar, media. And if volunteers, such 5 set of people can have some spiritual concept in their brain, I am sure the world becomes good. It is not that we want temples. All temples are useless. We have seen during the COVID, what happened? The God themselves have vacated and ran away from this world. So all this religious stupidity has to go. My Guru taught me there were no temples. During Treta Yuga itself, there was no temple. Only Dwapara Yuga you can see some references. Rama had no temple. That is why when he was crossing the river to go to Lanka, out of sand he created a Shivalinga and then did puja there. That means there was no temple, only symbolism. It is in your mind. So if you understand that concept, we are all spiritually enlightened people. There is no point in saying Loka Samasta Sugino Bhavantu and immediately say, our people come here, let us sit and discuss. What is that our people when Loka Samasta Sugino Bhavantu? The whole world, let everybody be in peace. That is what we pray. Let everybody, all of us be together. But then you are not making them together. Those people who are ruling, who have got a great concept of Loka Samasta Sugino Bhavantu, and those people who have this flag keep separating people in the name of religion. Unbelievable. So if the concept of enmity goes from you, you become happy. Concept of enmity. In Lalita Sahasranamam, there is a chanting, a synonym for Lalita. Shatru Buddhir Vinashaya. The name of Lalita itself is, Devi itself is Shatru Buddhir Vinashaya. The Shatru Buddhi has to go. It to be killed. Where is Shatru Buddhi? It is in me and you. It is in my brain that Shatru Buddhi. If I don't think that Jessica is my enemy, even if Jessica does 100 bad things to me, I don't care. Because I don't consider her as my enemy. Correct? Young children will hit me. Why should I worry? That's my kid. Every kid hits their father and mother when they were young. Yeah, that is because they are children. No. So if I don't consider anybody as my enemy, they cannot be my enemy. But I can be their enemy. That is not my concern. I don't have to worry about it. India always had that concept. India were never enemy to any of the other nations. You must see, America and India was not in good contact. But 1981, I think, when Indira Gandhi went there, Ronald Reagan, Indira Gandhi meeting, look at that discussion. What a beautiful discussion was that. What a great standard. And then after that, her son became Prime Minister. Again, he also went and met. That time also Ronald Reagan was president. We don't have to make somebody an enemy. Always India was open to talk to anybody. But if somebody is considering as enemy also, we don't have to. We just ignore them for some time. They will also become close to us. That's what is to be done. It is possible. It is possible. World will change. Only thing, we need good leaders. I wish we have another Mahatma Gandhi. I wish we have another Vivekananda Swami. We don't have Vivekanandas. Ramakrishna was great because he created Vivekananda. Vivekananda was not great because he did not create another Vivekananda. So what we need is good teachers who can create good children. What is lacking is not teachers. Acharyas are many, but very hard to get good children. So I am hunting. Why am I coming for all these programs? Searching, is there one good student who will imbibe that concern, who will take this message, who will work? Yeah, we get few of them are there. We get few more. They can be mixed together, made them to work together. Then things will happen.
Thank you, Acharya. And now I request Arundhati to ask a question. I'm sorry, Arundhati, you're not audible.
Arundhati is in shower. Only shower sound is heard.
Meanwhile, Anushka can take up the question. Anushka? Okay, if anybody has questions from the audience, please go ahead.
Adya Singh can come on to live. She says, haha, not true. What is not true? Adya Singh, what is not true?
You said no, only 3 people. I was like, no, that's not. We're all listening. You said only 3 people are listening. I was like, no, everyone is listening. The other 77 people.
Then come on to video, ma. Are you so poor? Tell me your telephone number. I will charge it with the highest, highest bandwidth network. What is provided available?
No, the Delhi rains are causing a problem. So that is the only.
Where are you, my Adya?
Delhi.
Delhi is raining now.
Yeah, it's been raining madly in the past 1 week. So that's the main issue.
Wonderful. That's good enough. I wrote beautiful poems when I was in Delhi. One of my best poem in Delhi was. You don't read, no. You people don't read. That's a problem. The shower, the first rain. Also, I wrote a poetry. Yeah, somebody asked me question in between. Until then, I will learn. Adya, you must take this book, download from my website and read Delhi shower. Do you know when Delhi gets shower, the temperature becomes normal. The pollution becomes normal. The shower is good. It's a cleaning method from the God. I forgot. I never quoted this poetry. Yeah, winter's rain. Don't miss this. When it is fully raining, it is really good. You get drenched. That is beautiful. Only slight rain you don't enjoy. Assume you want to get wet and the rain is only drizzling. Will you enjoy? My village is a place with full of rain. And once it stops, my children who come for my camp, they will all feel upset. It's not raining. Immediately, I've got an artificial rain temple which I made there. And I'll ask all of them, you go and stand there, the rain will come. So in between the tree branches, I made pipelines in which the motor is connected directly and it will start raining. You will see DrTPS rain, Nanam. Look at my camp, you will see people wet, totally in rain. Enjoy. Adya, don't attend this peace talk and all when it is raining. Just go out and enjoy rain. Yeah. Good. Nice that, when I said only 3 people are active, Adya wrote it and I could see the message. My granddaughter's name is also Adya. I have read the poems, Jessica. Yeah, you should also comment it on the YouTube somewhere so that I know. When you read my book, go to YouTube, type Life of Love. There is some people read it, some comments will be there. So that will stay for permanent. Yeah. That's a beautiful. All these poems are Delhi poems. The first title was Delhi Poems on life. Then I changed it to Life of Love. Mayur Vihar.
There's a question in the chat box.
Yes.
There's a question in the chat box. So,
Arundhati, good afternoon. My question is that during pandemic, we know that life of underprivileged children became worse. I have read a news recently in Kerala, a tribe kid got injured while trying to access internet. What can I as a student do to help kids who are facing issues like this? There are lot of problems. I'll tell you the individual problems which are faced by people are of concern only for few days. COVID is not a big problem in this world. I keep saying COVID is exaggerated as a big problem. Exaggerated as a big problem. Because it is affected across rich people, across different nations. Every educated fellow also gets affected. What is the biggest problem in this world is poverty. There are a lot of people who don't even have access to internet. There are a lot of people who don't. Kerala is a better example. You know the development index, when you look at it, India stands in 66th in the development index under the United Nations. Kerala stands at 6. Every country is listed. But there is one state in India which is listed as a special case. Among different countries, state is listed as a special case. That is because Kerala has got a special rank, 6th rank. So don't quote Kerala as an example and say there are problems. Kerala, small problem also they will propagate because there are nearly 100 television channels. They have to fill in 24 hours. So they create small stories, also big stories. I want small such stories to come in television. Small such stories should fill in the paper. You know why? Assume that day this happened, there is a big plane crash and 600 people died. Do you think the television channel, news channel will find a place for this? They will fill with the bigger problems, right? So why small problems are shown in television? Because there are no bigger problems in the world. So you must feel happy. I am not saying that child has got problem. What you do is, as a person, whatever possible in my village, wherever there is possible, something is required. Yesterday also, I had sent some money which I was supposed to get my honorarium for my lecture from Dubai. I have sent it to my village person and then said gift it. Identify people and gift it. What we can do is, your servant maid at your home, make them little more happier. Look at what you can do around you. If that becomes a message for many people to take care of their surroundings, it is good enough. See, during COVID, we asked our servant maid not to come. India only this style of servant maid is there. In America and all, no rich person also will have a driver. They don't even have a servant maid in their houses. The richest CEO of a company will also have to drive. He also have to cut his grass in the garden. India, because a lot of people are poor, we keep employing them as servants in the house. So what is that we can do? Ask them, don't come home, we will pay you salary free. But let them not go to somebody's house and work again. Use that time for a better purpose of educating themselves. So what can be done is, as youth, we can propagate this message of education much better, reaching out to everybody so that their problems will be solved permanently. Otherwise, the problems will remain. When I went to Northeast for lectures, no electricity, no internet, nothing will be there. I keep saying BSNL wind has to come to get a message. Another wind only will take the answer. I live in such places at least once in a month, one month in a year. That is what my contribution is. So I am sure all of you can find some method of serving whoever is really requires such support. Don't have to hunt for problems. It is there around you. If you have an eye to see that, you will see a lot of such problems around you. It could be your servant maid, it could be somebody in the Northeast. Then what do? I lift them up. My children who I taught in 9th class, probably 6-7 years back, now are in many universities across India. In a small village icon, ICON. Look at my YouTube channel. I picked up young children, 90 of them, and they are all in different universities abroad with fellowships. VKV, Vivekananda Kendra Vidyalaya, Northeast. That is the website, the YouTube channel you should see, where I am with Northeast children. So I am into action with a lot of people. You want to know how to do it? Let us have a discussion. Let us find problems. We will explore policies and don't give food to somebody else. That doesn't serve any purpose. Annadanam param danam. That is the best dana for temporary only. Vidyadanam atatparam. Education is much higher than that. Annadanam param danam vidyadanam atatparam. Annena kshanika triptihi. Yavat jivam ja vidya. Food will give you satisfaction only for some time. So internet facility is not there. We can provide internet, not a big issue. Laptop can be given, but we must identify whether they are really making use of it for a good purpose. Got it? Vidyarpanam patramarinyu venam. Whatever you give has to be given to people who deserve it. It is what Shiva is giving a message to Parvati. No. Krishna is giving a message to Parvati. No. Parvati is giving a message to Shiva. Wife is teaching husband. Why did you give this weapon, axe, to Parashurama? Because with that only he has cut Ganesha's trunk. Why did you give this? Vidyarpanam patramarinyu venam. Parashurama is the student of Shiva. So Parvati is telling, you should not have given this weapon to him. So we must see who is deserving that and then give it. We have to pick up such news are given for that purpose only. If you are a businessman, if you are rich, you should give that. I am not a businessman, I am not a rich person, I am only an educator. So what I can give is only education. So look at what is your capacity, what is your ability, and then start providing. But we connect to people and then do as much as possible. Arundhati, it's a beautiful message or maybe the thought which you have. Good. Nice to see that. I don't know whether Arundhati is from Kerala. We can always attend the other sessions. I am sure you are aware how lovely Adhyas are. Okay. Yes. You are welcome. Send a WhatsApp to me. I will always post. Jessica is getting all my updates. Arundhati is from Kerala. Which part of Kerala, Arundhati? You can type in. That is why Arundhati also have heavy rain. This year whole India is full of rain. I think it's getting cleaned. Kottayam. Kottayam is wonderful place. Maybe maximum number of my lectures were in Kottayam. Mahatma Gandhi College. The University Mahatma Gandhi University. Insurance companies. All that are covered by me.
Thank you, Acharya, for insightful words. That was really commendable. Now I would like to invite Soumya on the floor to deliver vote of thanks, and we can end the meeting.
I am there on 9447437948 DrTPS-shikSHA.in. Go there, you can link it to my YouTube. I am Dr. DrTPS. Teachers, parents and students. TPS. Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Namaskar.
As we near the end of today's session, on behalf of Arohan NSR, I would like to extend our warmest gratitude to Dr. T.P. Sashikumar for this enlightening session. We appreciate the time that you've taken out of your busy day to give us a much-needed peek into the world of peace and its knowledge. I'm sure we all learned something today. Thank you so much.
Good enough. See you somewhere, sometime. Until then.
You are on mute.
I said bye bye.
Thank you for joining, everyone.
Thank you so much, sir.
That was
Thank you, sir.
nice to have you here. Thank
Tata,
you.
bye bye. Until we see next time with some other session, some other program, somewhere.
Where I will be.
God bless you. Inshallah.